Hi and welcome to another episode of the UiPath Basics course. Today I will show you how the UiPath Studio interface works and we will create our first automation. If you haven't watched the first episode where I showed how to install UiPath, I highly recommend catching up on that first. Now let us get started and create our first project. We click on New Project, select Process and name it First Robot. In the description you can write that this is Tutorial Episode 2, then click Create. Before we move on to building our robot, let us go over the key elements of the UiPath Studio interface. In the center of the screen is the main workflow area. This is where we create our process by dragging and dropping activities from the Activities panel. Processes can be represented as sequences, flowcharts, or state machines. For simple automations like our first project, we will use a sequence. On the left side there is the Activity panel. Here you select the action that your robot will perform. You can search for specific actions like type into and drag and drop them into the workspace, building your sequence. On the right side we have the Properties panel, where you configure the details of each activity that you add to the workflow. The Project panel on the left manages all files and resources for our project. It allows us to add new workflows, manage libraries, input data and browse project resources. The main.xaml file is our main workflow, but we can also add additional XAML files representing different processes within the same project. Alright, now that we have covered the interface, we can move on. Let us delete the activities I added and create a simple automation. We are going to open Notepad and type Hello World. So, how do we do this in UiPath? From the Activities panel, we select Use Application or Browser. Next, we need to specify the application we want to open, and it is a good idea to have it already running. So, let us open Notepad and choose Indicate Application. As you can see, UiPath highlights the Notepad window in green. We click the left mouse button and at this point UiPath will open Notepad for us. Now we want to type Hello World into Notepad. So, we search for the type into activity, then select the Notepad workspace. We confirm this and enter the text in quotation marks. It should work now. What else can we do? We can try saving that file. After entering the text, we can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+S to save the file. Then press Enter or click Save. So how do we do this in UiPath? Let us search for the Send hotkey activity and set the keys to Ctrl+Shift+S. We'll bring up the Save dialog where we need to enter the file name. Once again, we use the type into activity to input the file name. Let us call it Hello World 1. Alright, that's almost it. One last thing, we need to confirm by clicking save. We use the click activity for that, confirm it, and then close Notepad. Our automation should be ready now. Let us test it by choosing debug file and running it. We will see if the automation works. Unfortunately, it didn't, because I made a mistake. I pressed Alt plus Shift instead of Ctrl plus Shift. So let us fix that and try again. Success! As you can see, the first simple automation where we type text into Notepad has worked. Congratulations! We have just created our first robot. We also went through the UiPath Studio interface in detail, which will help you better understand how to build automations. In the upcoming episodes, we will be creating more complex processes, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye!